The game of the week is brought to you by Ramonto's Brick Oven Pizza in Claremont, always fresh. La Valley Building Supplies for home improvement and construction from concept to completion. Kasasa, free checking that pays, now available at Claremont Savings Bank. And HR Clough, the home energy specialist, and Kearsarge Heating Oils.
Back here in Hanover, Bo with a 17-7 lead over the Marauders. Hanover will get the ball to start the third quarter of play, along with Andrew Zerhide. My name is Dave Collins. Thanks to Alex Dodge and also Greg producing today's game here on YCN. YCNnow.com for all the information that you need, especially involving local sports. For Bo, it'll be Matt Kimball, who hit the 40-yard field goal right before halftime to kick off. And back deep to receive, Moises Alea for Hanover. Low line drive kickoff. It is bobbled by Hanover at the 34-yard line. Picked up there, though, by the Marauders, by Griffin Young. Gets to about the 36, still on his feet at the 35-yard line, then driven back. And that's where Hanover will start the second half. 11:52 to go in the third quarter. Bo 17, Hanover 7. First and 10 for the Marauders with the ball at their own 36.
Hey, local sports fans, the new YCN Sports Talk, co-hosted by Jeremy Stout and Dave Collins, is every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. And my YCN Sports Wrap is on Fridays at 7:30 p.m. for weekly highlights of high school sports in our region. YCN is your local view.
First and 10 for the Marauders at their own 37 to start this second half. Handoff goes to the left-hand side, and getting maybe a yard or two is Mosenthal. Actually, maybe losing a yard or two is Mosenthal. Nowhere to run on the left-hand side as he has dropped for maybe a loss of a couple of inches, and it brings up second down and 10 for Hanover. You know, they had some success, Andrew, throwing it downfield. The problem is, can they give enough protection to their quarterback, Connor Stafford? Can Hanover do that?
Yeah, Stafford has had a number of very nice throws, especially that touchdown pass to Avery Monahan. That's how they scored.
Two receivers down low and two backs in the backfield. Pitch out this time. Comes to the near side to Mosenthal. Turns the corner, gets bumped out of bounds at the 45. Might have been a late hit, no flag though. But Mosenthal gains back about 6 yards, maybe 7. And it'll bring up a third down and short situation for Hanover. That's where they mark it. Back at their own 44-yard line. The chain gang, the ball marker on the far side where he holds up the dial-a down, was all the way out at the 46-yard line. It didn't look that way, and they mark it back at the 44. Third and a long 3. Handoff straight up the middle. Not enough for the first down as the pile pushes forward. Tough to see who actually got the carry, and now a flag is thrown, and guess what? Hanover might be the beneficiary of some unnecessary roughness after the play as Scanlon got tied up with one of the receivers, Cameron Marshall, for Hanover. So let's see if this is what this is all about.
Looks like the third down run is short. There's a flag out.
Dead ball, personal foul against Bo.
Foul against Bo.
So this is huge for Hanover. It'll let them continue the drive on the 15-yard penalty. Wow.
Yeah, not smart by number 12 on Bo, Matt Scanlon. Talking some words, talking some smack, a little extra pushing. Definitely not smart. Big break for Hanover. They were probably going to have to punt the ball. And now they are in Bo territory on their 38-yard line. Huge break for the Marauders.
Yeah, the back judge was staring right at Scanlon and also Cameron Marshall, the receiver for Hanover. Saw something he didn't like and threw the flag. So first and 10 for Hanover, now at the Bo 38-yard line. Hanover in business on their first drive of the third quarter. Inside handoff coming down the line to pick it up, but getting nowhere is Kalen Thomas. Thought he could break it to the outside, but good pursuit and good pressure by the defensive line of Bo, particularly Nolan Filtu with the tackle behind the line of scrimmage and a loss of about 4 on the play.
Tune in to YCN's Outside Television in high definition on Comcast HD Channel 713 or Channel 21 for all the outdoor adventure.
Second and 14 on the scoreboard. Ball on the Bo 42-yard line. 10-12 remaining third quarter. Bo with a 17-7 lead. Marauders, though, trying to push it downfield. Action right in front of our broadcast position here high on the hill in Hanover. Handoff inside. Getting nowhere is Putnam. In fact, stopped at the line of scrimmage. And another third down coming up for Hanover. It's 3rd and 14 now.
Falcons defense definitely stepping up big. This is a big third down now for Hanover, and Bo has been been all over the running game from Hanover today, and continuing this in the second half. I'm sure the Falcons will be tough. Their defense will be tough for the rest of today.
Hanover beat Lebanon to get here with this home game. Bo upset John Stark last week. 3rd and 14 for the Marauders. Ball at the Bo 42-yard line. Man in motion. Back to pass. This is Stafford. Fires it downfield. He's got a receiver. It's caught as he inbounds.
Wow.
No, the official says out of bounds. Oh, he had Avery Monahan tiptoeing along the sidelines, and the coaching staff for Hanover can't believe it. That would have been enough for a first down. Instead, the pass incomplete, ruled out of bounds by the official, and it brings up 4th down for Hanover at the Bo 42.
Yeah, it looked like there might have been a little pushing or touching on the Bo defender there. But he wasn't turned looking at the ball, but refs didn't see enough contact. No flag.
No one back deep for Bo right now. I think Hanover's not going to punt it. They do instead. It's a spiraling kick that lands at the 9-yard line and bounces out of bounds. See where the officials mark this one at the 7. So that's where Bo will start. 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line as the wind picks up just a bit here in Hanover. 9:09 remaining, 3rd quarter. It's Bo 17 and Hanover 7. We'll take a timeout. Falcons ball. When we return, you're watching the YCN Game of the Week. 9:09 remaining here in the 3rd quarter at Hanover, 17-7. The Bo Falcons lead the Hanover Marauders. Falcons with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 7, ball on the right hash mark. Going left to right across your TV and computer screen here this afternoon. Under center, it's Matt Harkins. 2 backs behind him. Handoff, turning the right-hand corner and getting out past the 10 to the 11-yard line is Duke Beal, number 45. It's a pickup of about 4.5, so 2nd down coming up for Bo.
Tune in every week for the River Valley and Kearsarge Chronicles, the who, what, where, and when shows of our region. They premiere at 7:30 p.m. every Tuesday and Thursday, right here on YCN, your local view.
8:40 to play in the 3rd quarter, 17-7. Bo with the football and the 10-point lead. Harkins under center once again. 2 backs split behind him and to his right. Handoff up the middle. Once again, breaking tackles past the 20, the 25, the 30, the 45, the 50. Going all the way. Corvu at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Falcons. 88 yards on the run. And the Falcons now take a 23-7 lead over Hanover with 8:16 remaining in the 3rd. Jack Corvu on the touchdown run.
What a job by the Bo offensive line, creating a hole for Corvu, and then he fought past a couple of defenders, fought through some contact. What a play there by the Falcons. Really takes some wind out of Hanover's sails, and Marauders now in a deeper hole, and Bo continues to look strong.
Just 55 seconds on the drive, an 88-yard touchdown run by Corvu, 93 yards total on the drive. And now on for the extra point is Matt Kimball. Snap placed down, kick is up, and it is good. And the Falcons on the move right now. 8:16 remaining in the 3rd quarter here in Hanover. It's now Bo 24 and the Marauders 7. We'll take a timeout. Be back after this. This is the YCN Game of the Week. An 88-yard touchdown run for Bo's Jack Corvu puts the Falcons on top, 24-7 with the extra point. 8:16 remaining in the 3rd. And Hanover about to get the ball back, and the Marauders need to score. You have to think, Andrew, on this possession right here.
Yeah, they're in desperate need for some points, for sure.
End over end kick, fielded by one of the upbacks. That's Mosenthal once again at his own 22-yard line. Gets dropped before he hits the 30, and that's where Hanover will start. 1st and 10 at their own 29, trailing 24-7 with 8:10 remaining in the 3rd.
If your business is interested in advertising on YCN or you'd like your team to be televised, give us a call or email us at info@ycnnow.com.
We certainly thank the fine sponsors of this game here tonight on YCN. 8:10 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Along with Andrew Zerthide, I'm Dave Collins. We're at Merriman Branch Field here in Hanover for this Division II state semifinal football playoff game in New Hampshire. Winner will play for the state championship Saturday in Durham at the University of New Hampshire at 2:30. Under center for Hanover, Connor Stafford. Pitch out, left-hand side. It's a trick play, firing downfield. He's got a receiver, but it's overthrown. Reed Winter tried to find Avery Monahan. Little trickeration right there. Nice thought, but the pass was overthrown, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Hanover. 8:04 to go in the third. They trail 24-7.
Yeah, just overthrown by Stafford there, and I believe that was number 12, Matt Scanlon as the cornerback with the defense there, and he's 6'4". We did see Stafford make a touchdown pass to Monahan with Scanlon on him, but on that one, it's tough to throw over 6'4" Scanlon.
Backs in the split behind Stafford. Handoff right up the middle. Out to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. And a few more pushes and taps after the play, and it involves Scanlon right there and Toby Choate. I'm sorry, number 18, Sam Ides. Reed Winter picks up about 6 yards, so a crucial 3rd down, and we'll call it 4 for the Marauders. 7:42 to go in the third. Bow 24, Hanover 7. Hanover needs some points desperately and soon. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining, but it's been all Bow since basically the start of the second quarter. Back split once again behind Stafford. Handoff, bouncing off tacklers. Nope, not going to get there. Just a sea of white, navy blue, and gold in the backfield, and a loss of about 4, and Hanover will be forced to punt once again as Marshall couldn't get a way out.
The YCN Game of the Week and Saturday YCN Live College Game Day is brought to you by H.R. Clough, the home energy specialist, and La Valley Building Supply, and Kasasa, free checking at Claremont Savings Bank. Thank them for making this coverage possible.
Salea back to punt, boots it away at his own 25, man back deep. That is Kimball. Fields it for Bow at his own 25, working along the sideline. Stutter steps one tackler, gets up to the 35, and a big hit right there as he's knocked to the ground at the 34. And that's where the Falcons will start. 6:44 remaining in the third quarter. Bow 24, Hanover 7. Falcons ball when we come back right after these words. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. 6:44 remaining in the third quarter. 24-7, Bow on top of Hanover. Falcons have the ball on the right hash mark, 1st and 10 at their own 35. And you got to believe, we'll talk about it in a moment, Andrew, if the Falcons score a touchdown right here, Hanover's in deep, deep trouble.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to come out of that hole for sure.
Handoff and plowing through is Duke Beal, picks up about 2 yards as he goes over the right guard. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for Bow right now. Clock still running, 6:28, 6:27 to go in the third. Thanks for joining us, and also our entire crew this entire high school football season as well. We've been all over the place. Stevens down in Claremont, went out to Mascoma, here in Hanover a couple times as well, and we certainly thank the NHIAA and all the athletic directors and coaching staff for taking good care of us and letting us bring these games to you in your living room on Monday nights. Handoff once again, and that goes to Corvu, who scored the 88-yard touchdown just a few moments ago. He picks up maybe 2 or 3, and it's 3rd down and 5 for Bow at their own 40. (24-7), Bow on top. They've done it by the air, and they've done it on the ground as well. Hanover just really hasn't had an answer. And because they're so... well, it's a five-dimensional offense. You think about it with Bow pulling everything out, running the ball, throwing the ball. Hanover just really seems a bit confused. You can see them shifting right at the line of scrimmage right now. 3rd and 5. Handoff once again. This time it goes to Mooney. Mooney is stood up, though. Maybe picks up a yard. It'll bring up a 4th down. And call it a long 4 for Bow, and it looks like they're going to punt. So Hanover with a good job of forcing Bow on a 3 and out, and they'll get the ball back with 5:09 to go in the third.
Stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating Oil Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game, when we'll pick the top performer in today's matchup.
Back to receive is Alexander Mosenthal for Hanover, standing at about his own 23-yard line. Back to punt for Bow is Nate Alford, standing at his own 28. 4th and 4. Hanover almost got that punt. It'll land at the 32. Mosenthal will just let it roll down to the 23 and about the 22-yard line, and that's where the Marauders will start. 1st and 10 for Hanover at their own 22. 24-7, Bow with the lead. 4:35 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a break. Hanover's ball when we come back. You are watching the YCN Game of the Week.
That punt gets down at the 20.
Back here in Hanover. 1st and 10 for Hanover, moving right to left across your TV screen and computer screen. Ball at their own 23, 24-7, Bow with the lead, 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Back to pass, and now tucking it under is Stafford. Stafford makes his way out to the 30, to the 35, still going strong. Picks up enough for a first down as he gets out to about the Hanover 36-yard line, but the chains will move for the Marauders.
Stafford for the Marauders.
Nice job by Stafford, feeling the pressure. No receivers were open. He just decided to run it himself. Made a couple of nice moves, picked up the first down. Nice job by the quarterback.
Hanover still in this one. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. They need to score, though, and in a hurry. Because they trail by 3 scores. Stafford under center, back split behind him. One receiver up top. Stafford back to pass, looking right. He's got a receiver there. It's thrown, batted up in the air, and falls incomplete. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Hanover as the clock stops with 3:52 remaining in the third. Dangerous pass right there.
Yeah,
I think if you're Stafford, you need more options. There was only one receiver split out, Andrew, and you kind of knew that 90% of the chance was that he was going to throw to that receiver right there. You need to have options so you can look off one receiver, maybe draw a defensive back towards you.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bo, it looked like they had double coverage on that one receiver. And Stafford definitely making a dangerous pass, but comes up incomplete.
Monahan is the receiver, split out wide to the near side. Stafford back to pass, tries to find Monahan, and it's just over his fingertips. Otherwise, he had him in stride. It would have been enough for a first down, but that pass falls incomplete. And now 3rd down and 10 for Hanover at their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, it did look like Monahan had a little bit of space. Looked like he was open, but Stafford on the move a little bit, feeling the pressure, just overthrew it. Now Hanover, 3rd and 10. It's a big play right here.
3rd and 10 for the Marauders at their own 36. They need this first down. You almost kind of think with the score being 24-7, Bo in the lead. Lots of time, 3:46 to go in the third quarter, but just for momentum's sake and morale's sake, if you don't get it here on 3rd and 10, maybe go for it. You're a little bit deeper in your territory. Back split behind Stafford. Back to pass once again. Looking right. He fires right downfield. Has a receiver. Tipped at the last second, intended for Marshall. But a great job by Scanlon to put his hand out and knock it away. It's incomplete, and now that'll bring up 4th and 10 for Hanover.
What a job by Scanlon. Full extension, knocking that ball away. That really would have given the Marauders some life. A nice job by Scanlon and the Bo defense. They've really been strong here today against Hanover, only allowing the 1 touchdown so far.
Matt Kimball stands back at his own 30-yard line for Bo. Salea to get the punt away from his own 25. Spiraling kick fielded by Kimball at the 28. Has room to work with at the 35 to the sideline and knocked out of bounds at the 37. And that's where Bo will start. 3:30 remaining in the third quarter. It's Bo 24, Hanover 7. We'll take a timeout. Falcons ball when we come back. You are watching the YCN Game of the Week. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the Division II state semifinal in New Hampshire for football. We are in the third quarter, 24-7. Bo with the football in the lead. They have it 1st and 10 on the left hash mark at their own 37. Looking into the sun. Matt Harkins, the quarterback under center. Full house backfield for the Falcons. You rarely see that nowadays. 3 running backs behind him. Hand off to the middle running back. And plowing his way forward for a yard or two is Corvu. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Our replays are brought to you by Kasasa, a catchy word for earning cash. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Claremont Savings Bank. Qualifications and rules apply. See them for details. Member FDIC.
Bo content with just keeping it on the ground and running out this clock. Hanover's proven that they really haven't been able to do much on offense here in the third quarter with 3 minutes to go. Another handoff by Bo, and taking it out to about the 46 or 47-yard line is Justin Mooney. And they'll mark him just over the 45. So 3rd down and call it a long 2 for Bo. Hanover would love to stop the Falcons right here and bring up 4th down. 2:36, 2:35 to go in the third, 24-7. Bo on top, they've got the football. 3rd and 2. Again, a full house backfield behind Harkins. Fumbles the snap. Who's got it? Loose ball. Could be Hanover's. And they say no. Bo has it. But that's a huge break for the Marauders right now. Even though they didn't pick up the fumble, they pushed Bo back about 4 or 5 yards, and it'll bring up about 4th and 6 or 4th and 7. And I think the Falcons will have to punt it now with 2:07 to go in the third.
Yeah, big play for Hanover, or big break for Hanover. Bo with a messed up snap there, the fumble. Hanover didn't get the recovery, but just like you said, Dave, big play. Bo's now going to have to punt. Hanover's going to get the ball back. And it's still the end of the third quarter, still plenty of time left. Not going to be easy, but Marauders get the ball back, get another shot.
Breed Winter for Hanover, standing at his own 23-yard line. 1:39 to go in the third. Booted away this time by Alford. Low line drive kick that will bounce and take a roll, and Winter picks it up at his own 24, tries to dance along the near sidelines, and is brought down at the 33-yard line, and that's where Hanover will start. 1st and 10 for the Marauders, 1:28 to go in the third. Bo 24, Hanover 7. Hanover ball. When we come back, you're watching the YCN Game of the Week. 1 minute, 28 seconds remaining in the third quarter of this New Hampshire football Division II state semifinal matchup between Hanover and Bo. We're in Hanover right now. The Marauders with the football at their own 33-yard line. 24-7, Bo on top. Everybody in tight for the Marauders. Back to pass is Stafford. Has a man down the sideline. Can he get it to him? It is caught at the 30. Great catch for Hanover. Sam Ives, 5'9", 165 pounds. He's a senior. Biggest catch of this ball game for Hanover, as they now have it 1st and 10 at the Bo 29-yard line. Finally, Stafford able to connect on a long pass to one of his teammates for Hanover.
Yeah, nice job by Hanover and Stafford finding Ives. And Ives wasn't exactly open. The defender was still right on him, but the ball was placed perfectly. Nice play all around.
Hanover right back at it on the ground game across the 25 down to the 23-yard line. Marauders with a pickup of about 6. As that was, looks like Jesse Tuttle coming out of the pile. And here goes Hanover right again. Hurry up offense. Trying to keep Bo on their heels. Handoff up the middle. 15, 14, 13-yard line. Marauders plowing through. And here they go. They'll stop the clock momentarily to move the chains. Another 1st down for Hanover. 51 seconds to go in the third. Stafford trying to get them up to the line and lined up so Bo can't make any substitutions. Stafford under center. 1st and 10. Somebody jumped off sides early for Hanover. So all that momentum right there, it just stops. Comes to a screeching halt, and now both teams will be able to huddle up. The Falcons will be able to catch their breath with 43.7 seconds to go in the third. False start against Hanover. They'll be pushed back 5 yards.
Yeah, Marauders finally starting to get some life against this Bo defense. The Falcons have been tough all day, but Hanover having a couple of big plays, marching down the field, but that false start really knocks them back, slows everything down. Let's see what Hanover goes to right here.
1st and 15 for Hanover. Ball at the Bo 18-yard line. 24-7, Bo on top. Clock ticking. We're down to 20 seconds to go in the third. Stafford under center. Back to pass. Looking left. Fires and just over the fingertips of an outstretched Keegan Silovich. 5'10", 170 pounds. He's a sophomore. He was open too. Just a little overthrown once again.
Yeah, just a little bit over his head, and we've seen that from Stafford a couple of times here today. Didn't seem like he was under a huge amount of pressure there. But yeah, there was nothing Keegan Silovich could do. Jumped into the air, just out of his reach.
15.6 seconds to go in the third. It's 3rd down right now for Hanover.
Ooh.
Pitch out. That goes to Mosenthal, and he gets wrapped up at about the 17-yard line. So now it'll bring up 3rd down and 12 as the quarter comes to an end here in Hanover. 12 minutes remaining in someone's season. Is it Hanover? Is it Bo? We go to the end of the third quarter. Bo 24, Hanover 7. Marauders with a big 3rd down coming up when we come back. You are watching the YCN Game of the Week.